Hi. Hello. I am hosting Daily Space again today. So yay! Hi! Welcome to Daily Space. I am your host, Annie Wilson, and today I have 3 things, plus, Hangout-a-thon / fundraiser updates. So, let's get at it. Also, notice how everything looks very, very different. That's because I am in my office. So, no green screen, no puppies. You just get my office background and me and earphones. So, yeah. And yes, bad autofocus. Yes, you notice how that number at the bottom is got huge boost? That is because, where did it go? Whoever Uncle Bob at Clean Coders is, I want to hug you. Because that kind person, I want to assume gender, but I'm not going to, that kind person donated a whole whopping $5,000. So yes, Uncle Bob, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, waking up and seeing that number jump like that really was a good start to my day. So, on to the space news! As soon as I find all of my windows, because there are a gazillion windows. So I've got this technologically thing mostly figured out. So now I just have to do fun things like switch. So, like I said, I have 3 things. I'm not watching chat a whole lot. If you have questions at any time, please at me. And if I don't know the answer, somebody in the chat will probably know the answer or be able to look it up for you. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions, and trust me, I'm not afraid to admit my ignorance, quite frankly. So, okay, for real, let's on to the space news. So here, we're going to watch a lovely couple videos about Saturn. So, Saturn's rings are disappearing, but don't panic. We're all going to be dead by the time this actually happens, and humanity may or may not survive at that point. Kind of morbid, but true. But in the comparison to the lifespan of the planet, it is happening in a relatively short time span, and this video that I'm going to play for you explains it way better than I can. So, make sure everything's working and hit play.
New NASA research indicates that Saturn's iconic rings are not only younger than previously thought, but also that these rings are actually disappearing at an extremely fast pace. The research found that the rings are draining away toward the planet as a dusty rain of ice particles. Saturn's rings consist mostly of water ice that ranges in size from microscopic dust to large boulders. Ultraviolet light from the sun and plasma clouds coming from tiny meteoroid strikes charge the icy dust, which then becomes bound to Saturn's magnetic field and pulled into the planet by gravity. This material rains into the planet and begins to disintegrate, allowing it to react chemically with the electrically charged part of Saturn's upper atmosphere, the ionosphere. The ions glow in an infrared light as part of this process if the rain is light, but the emissions dim if the rain is heavy. This was observed using instruments attached to the Keck telescope in Hawaii. The rate of disappearance in this ring rain study has allowed scientists to infer that Saturn's rings formed less than 100 million years ago. This means Saturn wasn't born this way, as the planet is known to be over 4 billion years old. And when the ring rain data is combined with observations made by the Voyager 1 and 2 missions, scientists from NASA Goddard are able to estimate that the rings will be gone in 300 million years. So if this rain doesn't go away, Saturn will be ringless another day.
So that's a pretty neat video. As I wait for it to end. So that's a pretty neat video, and it does totally explain everything that's happening a lot better than I could, but really, I was disappointed with it because it really didn't show you the rings disappearing. So, we're on to that. So hello, Side MT. Hello to everybody else that's snuck in. So here's an actual video of the rings disappearing. And there's no sound to this, but it just pulls out to that overview and it'll speed up in a second to show, yep, there we go, to show the rings as they believe how they're going to, you know, how it's going to look like when they disappear. So I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, but Hanny, don't panic, don't panic. The rings, for as long as we're going to be alive, the rings are going to be there. So yeah, these aren't going to disappear overnight. They're not going anywhere. Yes, this is a change that's happening, but quite frankly, by the time this happens, we'll all be dead and humanity may or may not, you know, still be around to observe it. But the fact that we can tell that this is happening is pretty cool. But yeah, still, don't panic. Saturn's rings aren't going anywhere, but they are slowly eroding, I guess. Larry Weird and Proud asks, so a moon reached Roche limit? I have no idea. I don't understand half of that question, so hopefully somebody in chat understands it. Like I've said before, I know enough astronomy to be dangerous. And yeah, I learn as you guys learn. Alright, so that's Saturn's news, what sounds like terrible news, but is not going to panic. Okay, so thing number 2. Scientists have found to date the most distant solar system object. And the first solar system object that's been observed beyond 100 AUs. That's astronomical units, or the distance, roughly the distance between the Earth and the Sun. Yes, I know that changes, but that's how I'm defining it for everybody, because that's about how it is. It was found in the same part of the sky as other distant solar system objects, which is why they feel like that's what it is. This picture probably doesn't have the planet to scale with the Sun. I highly doubt that this is to scale with the Sun. Highly, highly doubt. The brightness suggests that it's about 500 kilometers in diameter. So yeah, totally not to scale for size, to scale by distance. Likely, so yeah, so its brightness suggests that it's about 500 kilometers in diameter, likely making it spherical in shape and a dwarf planet. It has a pinkish hue, which is a color generally associated with ice-rich objects. So, yeah, as Paranor says, they kind of call this one Far Out. Oh, it's in the image, duh. So yeah, officially this has a boring name of 2018 Victor Golf 18, but everybody's calling it Far Out because, yeah, far out, man. Fun fact, Voyager 2 is about 119 AUs from the Sun, and Voyager 1 is 144 AUs away from the Sun. So yeah, this is about as far away as Voyager 2 is, but not quite as far out as Voyager 1. Ha! Far out. I didn't even mean. And no, it's not Nibiru, as Paranor has posted. But they are still looking for Planet X or something, which is why, you know, we keep finding all of these. It's not Nibiru. Don't panic. I mean, I think it's cool. So it moves very, 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 very slowly. So according to the University of Hawaii's David Tholen, all that we currently know about VG, or 2018 Victor Golf 18, or Far Out, is its extreme distance from the Sun, its approximate diameter, and its color. Because it's so distant, it orbits very, very slowly, likely taking more than 1,000 years to take a single trip around the Sun. 1,000 years for a single trip around the Sun. just, it's kind of a big deal. That's other notes I had on it. So the next slide I have for you. Oh, the animation's not working. Anyways, this on the right is supposed to be an animated GIF showing how these two move. So these two were taken about an hour apart. The stars and the galaxies didn't change. The green arrow right here and right here is showing far out. And you can kind of tell that it changes, which is why I had the GIF, because the GIF showed it a whole lot better, but the GIF is like, we're not going to work for you. So yeah, I stared at this image for a while before I could figure out what the difference was. And it is a very, very slight difference. Essentially what I did was I looked at these three objects and compared it to these three objects, and you could see very clearly that it, well, not very clearly, but you can see that in comparison, like the distance between these two particular, you know, the planet and the star has changed. Again, I wish the GIF worked because it shows it so much better. But yeah, DPI, as DPI said, the distance on the bottom is slightly smaller, just slightly. Trust me, I stared at this for a bit. So these are the discovery images that were taken at the Japanese Subaru 8-meter telescope located atop Mount, I don't know why I said Mount, I know, located atop Mauna Kea in November, happened to be November 10th of this past year. So these are relatively new, super new images. And as I stated before, you know, far out moves, the stars don't. So what do we have next? So that's our second thing. Now on to our third thing. So on New Year's, what is up with me today, Annie? All right. On New Year's Day, New Horizons is going to do a, New Horizons is going to do the first ever flyby of, I want to pronounce it Cooper, but I think it's Cooper. I am really just killing myself today. I'm going to type it into chat. So, yeah, we're going to do the furthest Kuiper. Thank you, Susie. I'm like, I know how to pronounce this. I really do. So, again, on New Year's Day, New Horizons is going to do a flyby of, will be the first ever flyby of a Kuiper Belt object, which also happens to be the furthest planetary flyby in history. So that's cool. It will be flying by Ultima Thule, which is officially 2014 Mike Uniform 69er, which is an icy object that's 1 billion miles beyond Pluto. It was thought to have a moon or rings or something because it wobbled a bit, I guess. And they looked and they detected no hazards. So I think this image that is down at the bottom was supposed to be the teeny tiny moon, but as you probably assumed, this is just an artist rendition. Okay. So here's another image of Ultima Thule, and the New Horizons team nicknamed this body that because it's a term that was used in medieval times to mean beyond the known world. So Ultima Thule. Thule was a location in far northern Europe hazily invoked by ancient Greeks and Romans. Over the years, the term apparently referred to a number of different places, including Norway, Iceland, and Ireland. You know, 2 of those are known to be icy. This is an icy body. It makes sense. So, yeah, I think this is a beautiful image. I'm really appreciating this bit down here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be an ejecta crater or, you know, just some ice smashed on the surface, but I'm really appreciating that. Whew, okay, and then this is an object taken by New Horizons of Ultima Thule. And here's a bunch of noise, and you're like, what am I looking at? Well, the image on the right, see this yellow circle here? That's what this is. This whole big yellow square is essentially this whole big frame, and then that circle is Ultima Thule. They blacked out all the stars, and I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, they had all the background stars subtracted out. And skimming through my notes. And then this image was taken from a distance of 24 million miles, or about 38.7 million kilometers. So it's still pretty far away. And this was actually taken, 2 weeks ago. This image was taken 2 weeks ago. And to think that in another 2 weeks that it'll actually be there doing a flyby. So, wow, things in space can move fast. Hanny says, it's amazing. It looks like anything at 24 million miles. I know, right? Okay. So, that was my 3 things. So I'm going to flip back over to chat. And now we're going to chat because, yay, I did the 3 things. So, let's talk about the Hangout-a-thon. Actually, let's talk about our goals. So, if you're just tuning in, you will have noticed that the number at the very, very bottom has gone up like a whole bunch. That is thanks to Uncle Bill at Clean Coders, who donated $5,000. So yes, Uncle Bill, thank you so, Uncle Bill. Uncle Bob, I'm sorry. But yeah, Uncle Bob, thank you so, so, so much. We really do appreciate it. And it was very nice to wake up and look and see that number jump up that way. So, Hangout-a-thon, again, 40 hours. We're going to have some lead up into it. Uncle Bill drew and is saying it wasn't me. No, it was Uncle Bob, not Uncle Bill. I apologize. Larry says Bob's your uncle. That's a good way to remember that one. So yeah, I fly out very, very early on Thursday to Dr. Pamela's place, and then we'll start streaming shortly after that. Yeah. I forget the actual days because I know when I'll be gone, and I know we'll be doing things the entire time. So the hype and roll up and stuff, I'm assuming starts on the 20th or the 21st. The entire Hangout-a-thon is 40 hours. We're going to do what we can to raise as much money as we can for the team, and the team is, and here's me hoping, hey, Bits, I don't have any Cheerios to throw at the dogs. But thank you for the bits. Woo! So we're going to be doing our darndest to raise money to essentially continue paying salary for all the team. The team includes, big deep breath, myself, Susie, Nancy, Tanner, Joe, Taylor, Anya, Maya, Dr. Matt, Sandlin. So I think that's like 10 people at least. And there might be more that I just can't remember. But I'm fairly certain that all of those people that I, ran off get funded at least partially thanks to CosmoQuest. I am funded entirely through CosmoQuest. I don't know what is going on with Dr. Andreas, because I haven't really seen him around a whole lot. I believe he's still a friend of the project, but he may have moved on to other things. So, and yes, Hanny, the dogs are probably confused because they're like, you just got home from a big trip and you left us at home today? What is wrong? I did say Dr. Matthew, I think. If I didn't, Dr. Matthew is totally funded in part by CosmoQuest. So yes, we do a whole lot of science and a whole lot of science communication, and I tend to be kind of cheap because I get paid $15 an hour. So yeah, you get a whole lot of science for your $15 an hour. So help me, help you, help me. I don't even know where I was going that. But anyways, yes, help me spread the word about our Hangout-a-thon so I can continue to have additional income. So, yeah. Paranor said it well. Help CQ to help you to help the world. Exactly. Exactly. Whew. My brain is going everywhere. I swear I've had caffeine this morning. So, looking down at the time, it is 21 after the hour, and I have a thing to do. We actually have a meeting that we do every Tuesday at 1:30, so I need to go get ready for that. I feel like I've beat the Hangout-a-thon thing like a dead horse, but still. 40 hours, raising money, we're gonna do science, probably. We're at least gonna talk about a lot of science. We're gonna have musical guests, we're going to have giveaways, and do I have one of the things? No, I don't have one of the things on my desk for giveaway. But we're going to have giveaways, and it'll be amazing. And at one point we may play games? Question mark? So, yeah. If nothing else, please chat with us to keep us awake. Because while I don't plan on staying up the whole 40 hours, I'm probably going to be awake. And yes, Hanny, somebody may get a painted planet. In fact, someone will get at least one painted planet. We are doing a painted planet giveaway, so if that's your thing, totally tune in. Okay, so that was my 3 things, and that was my Hangout-a-thon beating a horse that apparently is still running. So thank you for tuning in. Uncle Bob, thank you again so much. Everybody that's tuned in, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for subbing. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for literally everything. We could not do this without you, and I am being quite serious, genuine when I say that. So, until next time, whenever that will be, because this is going to be a crazy week, until next time, this has been production in association with the Planetary Science Institute, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University. Woo! That's me! Planetary Science Institute is a private, non-profit, 501c3 corporation dedicated to solar system exploration, and I lost it. But, yeah. See you next time. Thank you all, and bye! Now I look